we move from mainland Europe to the British Isles, to London and the XL Centre. It's the final race of Season 11, and let's head down for the grid walk with Karun and DC.
This morning I didn't quite have the same speed as yesterday. We missed a little bit, but very happy to be starting here. We have a great opportunity for second in the teams, which is high on the priority list. Second on the drivers is still on the table, so let's see what we can do.
Now, let's just talk about the start. There should be no issue for you converting that to leading at the first corner.
Yeah.
But what we did see yesterday, it was almost like the first race of the season.
Yeah.
Some silly little contacts happening. So
Yeah.
do you approach this one differently as it's the last race of the season?
Yeah, something that the viewers might not see, but we normally do a burnout that's, you know, it looks like it does nothing, but the temperature you gain right before the start by going forward, a grid position is quite big.
Oh, we saw the smoke yesterday.
Yeah, but today that's not happening. So we start from our grid box. Honestly, the launch four-wheel drive this year, it's not a guarantee, to be honest, that I'll be able to out-launch him. So let's see how quickly I can get across.
I wish I hadn't asked.
Yeah, no, that's all right. No, but let's see how quickly I can get across, and the plan is to try hold the lead.
Good luck.
Listen, good luck for today.
Good
I want to grab Jeff Dodds, actually. Jeff Dodds, CEO of Formula E. Jeff, you guys as a championship, you've got some good news that's just come out with a new agreement with the FIA.
Yeah, well, we've got lots of good news, Karen, as you know, but yeah, the FIA, so we have an exclusive arrangement with the FIA to be the only Formula World Championship to drive all electric cars. We actually had quite a long time left on that agreement, but we came to an agreement to extend it right out now to as long as 2054, the end of 2053. So amazing news, great sign of faith for the championship, for the technology, and brilliant for our investors and our teams.
Yeah, well, congratulations on that. Just, we've been sort of recapping the year. Just very quickly, if you could tell us what's been a highlight for you in your role this year, putting to one side the racing.
Can I pick a couple?
Oh, of course.
Well, look, we started the year in Madrid with the testing, and obviously we had to move from Valencia. They had the terrible flooding there. But the first women's test, the top 20 women drivers in the world on that track there, so that was a highlight to start the year. I love the Evo sessions in the middle of the year because we had 11 content creators in the car, Mr. Beast crashed in the car, but taking the sport to a new fan base. And of course the end of the year I think has been just an amazing finale, and climaxing here in London, full out crowd, still all to play for. Yeah, amazing.
Well done. Thank you very much. We're going to keep moving.
I'm going to steal my microphone back.
Yeah.
Let's go and find Max Günther. Should we do that?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
And it'd be quite good to understand whether he has the same concern about cold tyres at the start, Karun. And I'll let you
Ollie,
ask him that.
can we grab your driver, or is he doing something important?
I mean, he's chatting to his engineer, so...
How important is it at this point, or can we grab him?
I mean, it's obviously important, but I think you can probably grab him. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let Karun do it. He's stronger.
Well, this looks quite serious, but we will we'll see.
He's going to come to us. Do some small talk, Karun, while we wait for him.
Well, I mean, let's have a look here, Miles. You can see that the engineers here just checking the tyres, making sure that, you know, get them in the right window for that start. Max, we're just how are you doing? Congratulations, great qualifying for you. We're just hearing from Nick. Obviously, different procedure on the grid. You're launching from your grid boxes. Can you get to the first corner first?
Let's see. Would be nice to do more than half a lap. Yesterday was a short race for us, but no, seriously, very good qualifying. Already yesterday we maximized what we had, today even more. Yeah, just look forward to the race. I think we can hopefully score some good points.
Yeah, we saw you really in-depth conversation there with your team. Is any sort of last-minute concerns, or is this just sort of confirming strategy plan is good?
Yeah, no, obviously it's a little different, the starting procedure, no burnout. So there are a few things we do a little different to usual and try to make it better than the others. So
well, it's the end of the season and none of the other drivers are listening. So what do you do different?
I'm going to tell you after the race.
Okay, thank you very much. Good luck. Almost got him.
Almost. Good try. Right. Let's go for
Mitch over there. We've got Mitch on the left.
Yeah, let's go down here. Grab Mitch Evans. Why not?
He deserves a bit of luck today, doesn't he?
Yeah. Let's see if we can.
Mitch.
Can we grab him for a second? Thank you.
Hey, buddy. You're due a bit of luck today, aren't you?
I don't know if it's luck or what I need to do, but hopefully something good comes from today. Finally.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we haven't got the pit bulls, so the strategy is different. What do you do to get over yesterday? Because I was saying in commentary, I was so frustrated for you because that was your race to win and went away. How have you reset between yesterday and today?
It's been tough, honestly. That one really hurt yesterday. I think I did everything I needed to do to win the race, and yeah, not that I want to throw anyone on the bus, but it was a tough moment to take. You have to reset. It's the name of the game. I came in. I was not so happy this morning, but I came in and just put my helmet on, and you guys know that that's the best place for us to be when you're not in a good mood, is in the car, the helmet on, non distracting you, and we've been quick again today. We've got a great opportunity in the team's championship as well. You know, obviously both cars at the front, we can work together and try and make something of the race.
I nearly shouted you to get attack mode. I've got a button in the commentary box, but good luck.
Good luck out there.
Right, we've got about a minute to the anthem here. David, let's just soak in a little bit, because a good qualifying for the Mahindra cars. You can see both cars got into the duels, but they're having a few concerns. Looks like a few concerned faces there.
Yeah, something around the front of the car.
Yeah, I want to quickly see if Dan Ticktum's around, but I can only see his adoring fans yet again. So
let's just keep moving. We've got
I think he's wandered off.
We're running out of time, but we've got some big fans here making their way down. And I think at this point we might just have to do a quick prediction of what's going to happen.
Well, I think this is going to be a fascinating battle between the two Jaguar drivers. I want to see if Mitch Evans can redeem what happened for yesterday. But we've got 5 seconds to the national anthem, so I'm going to leave you for that.
Good to hear the national anthem here. We're down further back on the grid, and Alan, the first thing we want to touch on is who's right at the back of the grid, and that is one of the Porsches, which is important for the team's championship.
Antonio Felix da Costa had a technical problem at the beginning of qualifying, so he's basically out. He's starting right at the back. You cannot see him, he's so far back, and we're right in the middle here as well, and we've got two Porsche powertrains with the two Andrettis.
Yeah, we've got Jake Dennis starting here, and then alongside him his teammate Nico Muller. Jake Dennis made a lot of progress yesterday, didn't he, Alan? He went up from outside the points into the top 5.
Yeah, he was. He really did a very good job. He forced his way through. That car had a lot of, I would say, rubbing racing on the left-hand side of it when it finished the race. I expect a similar thing from Jake. Also, Jean-Eric Verne here. He was in a very similar position as well yesterday. Muscled his way through into the top 10. And so another one that I can see going forward.
What are we expecting, Alan, with the strategy today? We talked about it a lot yesterday with a pit boost, but today we haven't got that. Do you think the drivers that we're talking about, the likes of a Jake Dennis, can make as much progress?
There's a little bit less to actually try and play that game, so it's all going to come down to when they take their attack mode, and also how aggressive they are at the start. I can see a little bit more pushing and shoving in the first corners, which we already saw yesterday. Maxi Günther, he was out after 4 corners. I think something else is like that's going to happen.
He was indeed. I can see we've got Taylor Barnoder here. Can we grab a chat with you, Taylor?
Come into the middle.
Taylor, congratulations on what has been a strong season, but today, the race today, what can you do from where you're starting?
Yeah, I mean, the pace this weekend honestly has been lacking from our side of the garage, or from all of us, to be honest. So, you know, it's difficult to overtake around here as well. So, of course, I'll try and get my elbows out the best I can and make up some positions, like always.
And also, you're potentially going to contribute to Nissan in the Manufacturers' Championship. Is that coming into the weekend? How important was that sort of made for you at the team at McLaren of help Nissan where you can?
Yeah, I mean, of course, we were fighting for Teams Championship. I'm fighting for myself to try to get P3 back. Manufacturers Championship, so of course I'm doing it for myself, but I'm doing it for multiple reasons, so plenty of good reasons to have a good result this afternoon.
Just when we actually talk about today though, how are you going to, without pit boost, one extra little bit of strategy options? That's not available. How are you going to get yourself forward? Is it going to be big elbows and a lot of right foot?
Yeah, that's pretty much the way to go. Elbows out and hope for the best.
Well, Taylor, congratulations on what has been a strong season. We'll let you get in the zone ahead of the race. Right, Alan, what else have we got for ourselves on the grid here? He's always full of beans, Taylor, isn't it? It's great to see the youth that he brings, that energy.
That's the thing about him. He's when he arrived at Monaco last year and then also in Berlin, straight away he was quick, but he learned very quickly how you race. The important thing, I think, is that through the season, he hasn't had the nose knocked off many times. He's put his car in positions that you would have sort of thought, that's a compromise, but he managed to get out of it every single time. He's got a racing instinct about him. Very similar to this man, Oliver Rowland.
Yeah, so effectively, Taylor Barnard today can almost act as a bit of a rear gunner for the two Nissans. We've got Oliver Rowland here in 10th place and his teammate Norman Nato, who starts in 9th. So how realistic is it going to be for them to make up some ground today?
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult. Norman Nato here on our right-hand side is actually ahead of Oliver Rowland. I think it's going to be tough for them. I think they've just got to go throw everything at it. They've got to do every little bit of strategy, and they've got to be as aggressive as they can be. Because, to be honest, there's nothing to lose.
What are your predictions then for the Teams Championship? Final predictions. Do you think Nissan can hold on to second?
Nope, I do not.
Very simply put there from Alan McNish. So we've got a lot to look forward to in today's race. Obviously, Oliver Rowland has been declared as the driver world champion, but another driver who's been ripping up the record books is someone we just spoke to now, Taylor Barnard, the youngest ever pole sitter in Formula E, the youngest ever podium sitter in Formula E. Let's hear about his season from the man himself.
The biggest surprise in my full rookie season, I guess the fact that I'm still fighting for top 3 in the championship.
Taylor Barnard, he was absolutely scintillating.
That's a bit nicely, great job, well done.
He's got 3 podiums in 4 races this year.
Quite a big surprise, I guess. Coming into the season, I was hoping for consistent points and a podium if I was able to get it.
Taylor Barnard triumphs here in Jeddah in qualifying for round 4.
Having 5 and 2 pole positions as it stands right now, I think I'm pretty happy with that.
Taylor Barnard is on pole on the streets of Monte Carlo.
Standout race this year. I think there's been other races like Berlin.
Barnard, that's a lunge. Can he make it stick? He can. And now Taylor Barnard leads a race in the Neon McLaren.
But as a whole, probably Jeddah. That weekend in terms of results was definitely the best.
This is Taylor Barnard. He muscled out his compatriot. That was the moment which gave him his best finish in Formula E history.
Yeah, I mean, to end the season and my journey with Neon McLaren is quite sad, to be honest. I've really enjoyed the last 2 years working with them, and especially working with Sam this year. I think he's been the best teammate I've had in my career so far, and he was so welcoming, and he did everything to help a young rookie like myself get accustomed to the team and to the car and everything.
He's been a super reserve driver, so I'm excited to see what he can do. I'm going to go back there now, try and calm him down a little bit.
Favourite moment? I'd say probably Brazil, when I stood on the podium for the first time in front of everybody, and to have Sam there supporting as well after a good race, it was, yeah, that was a good moment for everyone. Well, I see myself, I don't know. I hope to be back in Formula E, honestly, because I really enjoy the racing. I love the paddock, I love the people, I love everything about Formula E, which is why I'm here racing, and I'll do everything I can to win this weekend, for sure. Not just for myself, but for the team as well. They've worked so hard over the last couple of years, so to get a big win, especially at home, I think they all deserve it.
I mean, just incredible. What a year. You know, all he was hoping to get was, you know, a few points, maybe the odd podium. But he has just delivered repeatedly, hasn't he, Karoon? What a guy.
Yeah, he's been an outstanding driver across the season, really. I think, you know, what's been impressive for me is that in that team, Sam was meant to be the team leader. He's the one with, whatever, 9-10 seasons of experience. And Taylor's gone in and very quickly became the faster driver, very quickly became the reference in that operation. And he was the main challenger for Oliver Rowland for a long time. And they sort of dropped away up and down a little bit as a team. But on the whole, super impressive. And he's going to end up in a top seat. If he doesn't end up in a top seat for next year, somebody's not done their job in one of those teams, because he deserves it.
But he also showed the world that a rookie can perform in their first season, which is the first time I've ever seen that.
Yeah, but I don't know if any rookie can. I think it needs a rookie like him who's truly committed to Formula E. He's not doing Formula E as a backup to, to something else. This is his main focus. and he's fully understood what it takes to be successful here. You have to be smart. It's not just about being fast. And he's understood the strategy. So I think he's done a fantastic job, but because he's fully committed to it.
Yeah, he really is. It's obviously going to be sad to say goodbye to McLaren, but I am pretty sure he will be back on the grid next season, indeed. And you know, credit to Sam Bird for being such a, you know, stable consultant, you know, advisor throughout the whole season, because not all teammates would do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Sam's been a big elder brother figure for Taylor. But, you know, I think on the whole, I'm excited to see where Taylor goes next.
Yeah. Now, you can tell the atmosphere is absolutely buzzing here. Everyone's having lots of fun. But you had a little bit too much fun earlier in the day. Someone allowed Karun Chandhok on this racetrack. Mad.
I've got a confession, mate.
What?
I've never been around this track. So
oh, that's an ideal set of circumstances.
I've looked at it on TV for the last few years commentating, and I've looked at it on a piece of paper this morning. Should we find out how it goes?
You know what? I've not had my morning coffee. This is going to be even better.
Right, let's have a go. Ready?
No.
Ready?
Yeah? Whoa! Pyramid! That's got a kick to it.
That is quick, isn't it, off the line? So,
turn one like this.
Yeah, big braking zone, obviously. And it's super tight. There's a pinch point.
This is so shunty, this bit.
Yeah, you get a pinch point here, and then a little punch. But you're still inside the building, so the asphalt here is obviously a different grip level, and this is when, now, we first see some daylight.
Finally outside. Oh, this bit. Go Connie Giovinazzi spin.
Yes.
Forget.
Into the chicane. Now this is where it's all quite tight and twisty in this bit, and then it starts to open up. There's a bump just to the apex there, so you've got to be careful.
Yeah, it actually widens up quite a bit down here.
Yeah, it's quite wide. As we get to the bus stop, chicane, just got to get the line right.
Oh, that sign, speed bumps ahead. They're not kidding.
Second car, past the dealer.
Yeah. Did you bring your Oyster card crew?
Yeah. It's quite bumpy here, isn't it? We've seen cars with wheels in the air almost.
I'm trying to get like 80 though. You're chucking this thing around. Woof. Oh, fantastic 4 attack mode, lovely.
That's really interesting to see, because this year the roof now covers more of the building, so it's quite tricky. Last couple of corners here. Into the hairpin. But this is where we're seeing in qualifying, lots of drivers backing up, they're upsetting each other, aren't they? They're creating this gap. But I tell you, even in this safety car, we've got 4-wheel drive in this one, of course. Yeah. But you feel the grip level inside the building is much different.
And that is the lap of the London EPrix track.
Ah, Alexa's face there was an absolute picture. I'm not sure she'll be doing that again with you.
No, I don't think she will, but I had fun.
But I'm glad you delivered the car back in one piece. So having lots of fun going around the track, we're now going to send Alan Manish out on foot, unfortunately, not in 4 wheels, to check out a place in the track, second to last turn, where we saw a lot of incidences yesterday.
Thanks, Nikki. Down here at the end of the lap is very unique because if you see the dump truck down at the bottom, then you come up over this jump into this final section of corners. Very tricky just in their own right because the road slopes away from you. So as you're trying to turn in, the front of the car just doesn't want to hook up and get in towards the apex. However, it's also an overtaking opportunity. But you definitely need compliance from the person you're trying to overtake. Yesterday, Dan Ticktum was actually with Jake Dennis. They were wheel to wheel just at this moment in time. And that was actually the ultimate point, which then caused Mitch Evans' race to go like this, where Dan touched the back of him. In fact, these black tyre marks are the spin marks of Mitch Evans, where his race came to an end. It's a very, very tricky situation as well, because this surface here, now we are on the inside of the circuit, is so grippy and abrasive, whereas that out there, so slippery and difficult to try to get your car to work. Whichever way, this is a really exciting corner. It's really exciting, and it's going to be really wheel to wheel. And I expect we're going to see some more rubbing racing round this one.
Yeah, I am sure you are right there, Alan. Thank you so much for going out there. But peg it back in because you've got a job in the commentary box in a minute. And Karun, let's just take a moment because this is the last race of the season. We know there are a handful of drivers really fighting for a seat for next season. This is basically a high-speed job interview. They have got to showcase to the other teams that have a seat available that they're the driver to pick.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, motor racing, people's memories are quite short. Team bosses' memories are quite short. In so many ways, you're only as good as your last race. But this last race, you know, this is going to be the last one for a few months now. So they want to make a good impression so when they could go do those negotiations next week, they've got a chance to get a deal. And so I think we're going to see some pretty feisty racing today.
Ooh, cannot wait. This is the big finale. I mean, it's a little bit early to tell, but I know you're going off the comms box in a minute. Who's your prediction for win?
I think Mitch Evans, because I think he wants to really get one back on the board because he feels he lost one yesterday, and he's got a good car underneath him.
Yeah, a great way to end on a season high, and there is the man with not really too much stress on him, Oliver Rowland. This probably is the countdown before lights out. The drivers will be getting in the car. Final preparation underway for the last race.
Yeah, absolutely. As well as we are getting ready, we are 10 minutes away from start time for the final race, the final EPrix of season 11 here in the ABB Formula E FIA World Championship here at the London circuit, inside and outside the grounds of the XL Exhibition Centre in the London Docklands, opposite to the O2. At that part of London down there, as we are continuing to build up, as you can see on your screen, it now is the grid which we will run through in full as we continue to build up to the start of this final EPrix of the year. As the pressure rises on the grid, we've already had the national anthem, which you heard a little bit earlier on, and we are getting ready to clear the grid. No burnouts on the grid. We are going straight from the grid boxes, so keep an eye on that as well. A little bit different to what is normally the case here, but anything to give the race a little bit of more spice. Well, we had Dan Ticktum on pole with the fastest time, defeating Nick Cassidy, but as you can see, Dan Ticktum is currently in 6th on the grid, not in 1st where he qualified. He got the points, he got the trophy, but he carried over a 5-place grid penalty, and well, as you can see on the live blog, they're also talking about it. A first quote pole in Formula E for Dan Ticktum. He carried over a 5-place grid penalty from the first race yesterday. That was because of contact he had to serve that for. So he'll be serving that, and that is why he is starting from 6th, not 1st, where he originally qualified in the qualifying session earlier on today, which you can re-watch the broadcast of a little bit later on as well. Hello, we have sorted out the cameras. Josh Turner with you, while JB continues to wrap up the delayed Formula 1 coverage in Spa, the Belgium Grand Prix. We will get ready to transition back to the Formula E World feed before it'll either be me or it'll either be JB with me behind the scenes who takes over commentary of the first couple of laps, depending on how long the F1 post-race happens. But Porsche versus Nissan continues, as you can see in the live blog below. But we have also got Jaguars up there as well, who is kind of but not kind of in the championship race, because even though we have 3 championships, the Drivers' Championships already secured. That was, of course, done by Roland. But let's go back down to the grids. Nicky Shields and Billy Munger.
Beat of that drum. The tension, I mean, you can cut it with a knife. Billy, what is going through the drivers? They've got in their cars now, their eyes are on the lights. What's going through their mind?
Yeah, I think it's a lot of mixed emotions, because we've got a lot of drivers on the grid which potentially this could be their last ever Formula E race. So I think emotions are running high. I think they all want to finish on a strong note to end the season. So I think there might be that added little extra bit of element, a bit of extra tension for everyone watching back at home.
And this is such a huge moment for Porsche. You know, when they started out in Formula E, it was tough times. They had 8th and 8th, 7th. Then they got closer towards the top 4th. Last time out, they finished 2nd. They took the Driver Championships title. They have never taken the teams. Today could be the day.
Yeah, they were the bridesmaids last year, and I don't think they want to be the bridesmaids again. So I think they will be doing everything in their power to make sure that they secure this team's championship. And it is well and truly in their hands, there's no doubt about it.
Well, there we have it. That is the final moment before lights out here at the London XL. It's round 16 of season 11. We are on the cusp of a manufacturer's and a team's trophy being decided. Will Porsche make history here in London? Don't go anywhere. Well, let's find out.
Races down and 1 to go in
Nissan versus Porsche. Here we go, the manufacturers and the teams at championship. It is round 16 of season 11, and it's the final one. And it's back here in London. It's the UK round, and well, we return to the XL Centre for the Marvel Fantastic Four E3. The lights are dimmed and turned blue to help build pressure here in the inside of the XL Centre. The green on top of Nick Cassidy on the T-cam is illuminated, but let's go through your starting grid. 22nd is Felix da Costa with Lucas Tracassi 21st with a penalty. David Beckman in 20th with Sebastian Bremy also with a penalty in 19th. Zane Maloney 18th, Sam Bird 17th in the final race for Neon McLaren. Jake Hughes in 16th with Jake Dennis in 15th for Andretti. 14th is Nico Muller for Andretti, and John Eric Verne is in 13th for DS Penske. Warren Frines for Envision, and Taylor Barnard also racing for the final time in McLaren in 11th. Now we go trackside for the top 10 with Oliver Rowland in the Nissan car. 9th alongside the other Nissan of Norman Nato. 8th, the Mahindra of Eduardo Mortara. 7th, the Maserati MSG Racing of Stoffel Van Dorn. 6th, Dan Tickton for Cooper Kiro, who got the pole position but had a 5th-place grid penalty. In the top 5, Nick de Vries for Mahindra Racing. 4th, Pascal Verline for Tag Heuer Porsche. 3rd, Mitch Evans, Jaguar TCS Racing. 2nd, Maximilian Gunther for DS Penske. And 1st and on pole for his final race in Formula E, Nick Cassidy for Jaguar TCS.
We're ready to go, Jess Ball. Cars are lined up, we're ready to go. Jess Ball alongside me in the commentary box as well. It's the final time this year that we're going to go racing here for ABB FIA Formula E. 2 lights, 3, 4, 5. Lights out, we're underway. Cassidy gets a good start. He immediately blocks off though from Gunther. Round the outside, Mitch Evans trying to find a way to go on the inside line towards turn 1. He can't find it. Brilliant traction start from everybody as they come through in towards turns 2 and 3. Tinkton running in 6th position. Roland starts in 8th as they come through. Down again towards turn 4. Solid start. Cassidy leads. A little bit of a slide though, but everyone making through safely, Jesper. This is the crunch point we saw yesterday.
Yeah, indeed. Less mistakes than we saw yesterday, but we get to this point here where we see contact from quite a few cars, but they seem to be okay after having a lot more practice. Don't forget, it's 34 laps today compared to 36 or 38 yesterday because there's no pit boost. So less laps today because there's no pit boost because of the second race.
So Cassidy ahead. Oh, and that's Mortara. He's slowing.
No.
So Mortara in his final race with Mahindra is slow, and that might bring out the safety car to the back half of the circuit. We'll bring you up to date on that when we have it. Meantime, though, Cassidy holding off, but Evans is right there too. And the one thing you don't want is Gunther, who's angry about yesterday, just to be right there on the inside.
He definitely not, and we know Gunther can sometimes make a bit of mistakes, but he's higher than he used to be, so he's got to get a move on here as well. Massive shout out to Roland, who's made up a few places from where he started. He's up to 8th place. Van Dorn has dropped place. I don't know where he's gone. Nato's trying to make place in the background. He's trying to get past him as well into 2-1. That's going to be very risky, but Nato's through.
Rato getting it through. Ratio, that move from Norman Nato. He had to really dive bomb to try and get it through, Jess, but I think that's okay. Mortara's apparently been caught out in a turn 1 melee, so that's what's happened to him. I hope he's going to be able to continue on in this race, but Cassidy holding up that front as they run through again, down towards the back. Oh no, Mortara's out of the race, Jess. That's a disappointing end to the season. Here he's ready.
See the powertrain or gearbox, like something broke.
Yeah, never a good time.
The launch was good.
Yeah, can you get it into an orange gap, mate?
Yeah, so something broke, Jess. That's so unfortunate for him.
So yeah, no contact with any car, just the car just decided to not work, which is a huge shame, especially with how the Mahindra's been a lot better this season, especially with Nick de Vries as well. So, bit of a shame, but they know they can have their head on high because got a change potentially for 2nd place, but Evans is stuck behind Gunther.
Yeah, Evans still struggling out there as well as JT is about to join us up here in the comms box as well in a couple of laps' time. Cassidy now as well from Gunther. Now you can have 50 kilowatts of the power boost with 2 activations, either 2 and a 6, a 4 and a 4, and a 6 and a 2, and that's what's been happening as well coming in.
Yep. I mean, you got to save your energy more here without the pit boost. Let's talk us through the start.
Great getaway, as I said, for Cassidy. Blocks off Gunther. Gunther tries around the outside, but just couldn't have the traction in there as well, as JT has done a stellar job with the pre-show. Now comes into the comms box as well. And Mick, you here, there and everywhere. Well done. How was that?
Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh.
Sorry.
I don't think the TV pictures worked.
There we go. Hello. I've got you now.
There you go. Hello.
Oh, well, I must say, classic bit of producing from you. You got that just right to give us to control when the lights came on. I didn't have time to say hello to everybody.
That was perfect timing.
We just launched straight into it. We've literally just finished the Formula One, as that's going to be Cassidy now helping out his teammate Evans, takes second and nearly into the wall there. Coming in as well from Stoffel Van Dorn, and Verline nearly got pushed in as well. So it's all going back. Right. So Bird's taken 2 minutes early on as NATO goes out wide. We're on board with him now in the Nissan Leaf, a little bit wide. JT was watching and producing qualifying earlier on. Anything to say as we go down the start-finish straight? Anything to look out for? No one in a hurry for the pre-show? A little bit move. I can't hear you.
I think this is going to be crucial for the Nissans at this point, because don't forget, they're fighting for the team championship with Porsche, and Verline's in 5th place, DaCosta down in 19th, so Roland and NATO have got to gain a few more places to make sure the title goes to them.
And that is going to be a critical championship, let's not forget as well with the teams. Hello.
Hello.
What happened in the pre-show then? Anything interesting to point out while we were busy flattenising? And that is, I believe, Hughes without a front wing getting passed by Muller and Boemi. So I don't think Hughes has got a front wing. Go on.
Nope.
So when I finished the grid and I transitioned it to you, did you get lights out?
We did get lights out.
Yes, we did get lights out.
Yeah.
Anyway, as here we are, very nearly 3 wide, going into the final couple of corners inside the XL Centre. We head now back outside, up the hill, down in towards the start-finish line now. This is side-by-side, proper racing action throughout the XL. Here we go to complete the next lap.
By the way, we would have had it about 3 minutes before that lights out, but the skybox decided to freeze, so I had to run upstairs, sort it all out, and get it back on again. So
I was about to message JT, and then JB was like, no, wait a minute.
We got stuck on Brands Hatch as well, so we couldn't even do anything. Van Dorn and NATO's been noted by the stewards. Now that explains why well, it must be Van Dorn then running without a wing as we come down into turn 4, 5, and 6. Contact! There's a little bit of a winglet flying up in the middle of the field there. Now, who did that come off? I believe that came off of Dennis. As we're running on board with Muller to take an attack mode. He's got 4 minutes on the board now as well. Got a yellow flag as the Marshal retrieves it now. Jess, Porsche 256, Jaguar 234, Nissan 221, Jaguar 1-2, but Porsche 4, and DaCosta admittedly 19. But again, that's all good for Verline.
Yellow flag, so there must have been a debris on the track. As we're seeing a brake move from one of the cars. I didn't see who that was.
Go around the outside.
That was DeFries.
Yeah, and Roland's coming in on the inside as well. It's here.
Just let's focus on the race. I'm under consuming.
Just let us focus on the race. I'm under consuming. That's Cassidy been saying, look, let us race. Yeah, we know about the championship, but it's not going to affect us if we can't race effectively. As Verline and Gunther side by side, and Tictum's right there as well, trying to get in a little bit of position. So they're all ducking and diving. We've got no pit boost today. It's 34 laps. Everyone's trying to recharge energy. They're all packed up together. The last race of the season is absolutely feisty, and it's Van Dorn with no front wing, with Hughes down in 16th position. Wow.
I'm surprised some people near the bottom half have not used their attack mode yet, as we could see quite a narrow part of the track as people are still going around the outside. That's NATO on Tictum. NATO, I think, just about got past the contact.
How on earth did NATO just survive that one? Tictum hit in the back, and Muller's going to splice between the two of them, but Tictum's got that inside line into turn 10, 11, and 12. Well, that was a bit tight there, Jess. I would not say that's on Tictum. I'd say that's more on Muller, not knowing Dan was there.
Yeah, I agree there. You not go 3 wide there, but we could go 3 wide here, and we're seeing one trying to get attack mode Verline.
Roland nearly got forced into the wall by DeFries and Cassidy. They're all running together, and that's forced down Roland behind Evans. So JT, they're not playing nice out there today. This is last race honours, and Roland wants to go out victorious.
Yeah, of course, and a lot of drivers not got a team for next year. They don't know where they are. So, as mentioned in the pre-show by the TNT crew, this is basically a massive job interview for so many drivers, and they are going all guns absolutely blazing here. As here's Tictum, who was on pole position but had that 5th-place grid penalty. He's trying to stay up there as well with Gunther. Verline has got attack mode behind him, but here we are. That was Barnard up the inside of Dennis.
That's
Barnard with attack mode.
And he's got it, that Nissan Blue, as JT points out to me, that I'm going to have difficulty picking out of this weekend. I agree, as there goes, that's Roland repassing Muller. As Roland's on to 4th place. Muller's got 24 seconds of his attack mode. Verline's taken a 4 as well. So has Barnard, as we mentioned a lap ago. They're just still ticking those down in this race. Crazy race. Roland takes attack for 4 minutes. God, you need to breathe, don't you?
It's absolutely crazy it is here. Formula E at London is always crazy.
Between Frines and Dennis noted as well now from the stewards in a message correction. I'd say this is better than what we were experiencing in the race yesterday.
Yesterday took a while to get going, I felt.
Yes. God, it was dull. Just trying to have a quick look as well.
Even my parents found that when they were watching it, like yesterday.
Is it the section of the circuit? I'm not entirely sure if that was the case. Just got the activation open for my driver tracker as well. Now, who's at the back? Yeah, Van Dorn's pitted and got a new front wing, by the way. And Mortara, the only retirement so far. Through on the inside
Here's one
now.
of the Jaguars trying to go for a move. And as it stands, Cassidy will take second in the championship from Verline. That's crucial.
So Evans getting ahead of Roland there, despite the fact that Roland's on attack mode. It's not really making any difference here. So yeah, Roland will be on 196, but Cassidy will be on 152 with Verline 147. So that's change over there as Gunther side by side with Verline, but Gunther's just taking attack mode. Another 4 minutes for him on the board. As NATO in a bit of a clutch as well. That's a bit tight coming into the chicane. Roland's going to throw it up the inside. Go on, get power. Roland's got the four-wheel drive and easily moves ahead of Evans in the Jaguar. And diving into the pit lane is Dan Tictum.
So I wonder if Tictum got damage from the concert earlier on.
Yeah, having to box. I wonder if he's got maybe a slow puncture or something like that.
I would like to see a replay of that, JB, so hopefully the TV director can show this in a bit.
Yeah, so Tictum drops down the order. Now, Cassidy can save his attack. With it being this type of race, a peloton style, they don't need to... Oh, and Muller's got a bit of damage. Is it a drive-through? No, he's coming into the pit lane now. Oh, and there goes the lead change to Freeze. That's De Vries getting ahead of Roland, and Cassidy starting the lead. So I jumped the gun there with that new livery. Caught me by surprise. Looks like a Jag from the side angle. Apologies for that.
Cassidy's still in the lead, Josh. Calm down.
Oh, contact! Roland's got damage on his front wing as he comes under braking. De Vries blocked in mid-corner as they now rise up the hill. Through now into turn 17 and 18. There's drama further back and there's contact. I think there's a car spun round. We got a double yellow. We've got, it's Bird. It's Bird.
NATO.
Sam Bird and Norman NATO. Bird's backwards into the wall. And in his last race in Formula E, out of the race goes Sam Bird. Surely that will be a safety car, as you said. Let's hear from Ollie.
To bother. That's the most dangerous thing I've ever seen.
Black and white flag for De Vries for driving standards. That was even before what we had with Roland. So this could be a black flag for De Vries. That's twice now he's done this incident. NATO's made it back to the pits. Sam Bird is still there. It's a full course yellow. Watch this though, Jess. You just don't do this. Roland's going around the outside.
Dangerous.
And he just hits
I think I won't be surprised at De Vries if he does this again, he'll get a black flag. Because you can't do that. You can't move under braking, and that's caused Roland to get damage.
What do you make of it, JT?
Well, that was just classic drama. I've got it. Oh, let's hear from race director.
Full course yellow call. It's okay.
Yeah. Just got another replay of it now. Just rubbing, and that's what spun him round.
Cassie's just taking tap mode. 2 minutes. So he'll have 6 to play with later, but Cassie's going to lose out. Go on.
I've taken a picture of the energy reveal, which was done on lap 9 of 34.
Yeah.
Just before the full course yellow, so it is similar to this now. 78. Well, I've got it here actually because it's live. 75 for Cassidy, 71 for Roland, 74 for De Vries, and Evans with 72% of Verline. With Gunther 72 as well. 70%. The lowest.
Look at this front wing.
Yeah, Roland. Yeah, that's the damage that we got. Bird's got going again, so we're back. We're going to go back to green flag running. Go on, JT.
Yeah, with 70% for Muller, the lowest of the bunch, but the highest of the bunch, 78%, down in 17th for Beckman, as we are back green here in London.
Do you reckon that wing's salvageable, Jess, or is that just going to flap around for the rest of the race? Because we saw yesterday, didn't we, how much angle it was going to be out?
I think they should get Roland the black and orange flag, because this is dangerous. This is just going to fall out any moment. So, and look, it might hit freeze. So yeah, if I was race director of the stewards, I would give Roland the black and orange flag.
So Cassidy now has 2 minutes, but he's going to have only 30 seconds to use his first attack mode. Roland's front wing end plate now looking like a Bodicea.
Wing's gone. Report to FIA. The wing has gone, so it's not dangerous.
No, it's still there. It's still there, Roland. It's still there. It hasn't gone. It's still there. He's going to try and clip it on one of the corners now. Look, you can see he's trying to get it off on the barrier. An old trick there that JT you'll be very familiar with, because they do that in banger racing, don't they? Part falling off. Quick, go in the barrier, get it going. As De Vries tries to go around the outside this time to get ahead of Evans. He's got 4 minutes of attack mode. Evans on the inside will go super late, and De Vries is going to have to think of something new to try with. But yeah, JT, this is like banger racing, like, you know, damage panel, hit a wall, off it goes. No problem anymore.
You say hit a wall. It's normally loose bodywork. Hit another car. It comes off in the middle of the circuit. Waved yellow flag for debris. Or in stock car racing, it's normally, oh look, I've got a part missing. You get the tech. The tech DQ flag. And you have to go in the middle.
Want to correct myself, but you're going to laugh because it's so easy to do. It's Taylor Barnard, not Sam Bird, who was in the barrier. Bird still runs in 10th. Barnard is out of the race in the pit lane. But that is such an easy mistake to do this weekend when they have exactly the same car, style of race number, and helmet colour this weekend. So, yeah, I believe it wasn't even my fault. We got caught out with that one.
The only different thing between the two McLarens is the colour of the T-cam and the number on the back of their race suit, which you can't see because it's on the back.
Yeah, so
behind the seat.
It's absolutely stupid. I need to lubricate my voice for a minute.
With chocolate. Amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Well, Roland has still got this bit of wing hanging off, as we are on board with him looking back to Evans. Evans still has 2 attack modes remaining.
De Vries has made a move.
Cassidy and Roland have 1.
Yeah, and De Vries has got through at the chicane. He managed to get ahead.
Evans.
Yeah, go on.
He's under investigation for overspeed under forecourt course yellow.
Explains a lot, because I didn't know how he was that close anyway to De Vries onto the original restart. Okay, so Evans might get a penalty for that. That's going to really... If Evans gets a penalty, Jaguar effectively completely lost the...
Second.
Yeah, in the championship. That's it, it's gone. Championship... Yeah. Oh, that's very late defending this time, though. Again, what is De Vries doing? Roland defending hard. De Vries going to throw it on the inside. Roland's
that should be a black flag.
Well, no, Roland's effectively saying, if you can dish it out, I'll dish it out as well. Let's see how you like it, funny boy. You're both world champions. But De Vries has gone back through. Roland's angry, and he's going to use that anger. And there's his partner and his little girl. And there is Fred, the team principal, down at Mahindra. Cassidy leads this race at 14.
I just wanted a car to go wide there, so it drove through the digital graphics.
I was thinking the same thing. I don't like the digital graphics as well. I think they look a bit ugly. There's through the fantastic 4 attack mode. It's going to be contact there. Roland getting a little tap from the back from Mitch Evans as they come over the hill into turn 19 and 20. That wing is still flapping around. Race control haven't said anything, so they must be A-OK with it.
I don't think it's okay.
No, I don't. It's too dangerous.
Especially if someone tries to go for the move on the left-hand side, on their right-hand side.
Equally as dangerous, though. Look at Muller. His front wing has collapsed, exactly the same as yesterday. So, Formula E front wings, you know, I'm glad that they're being redone in the next few years, and we are going to get a rear wing back.
Oh, contact.
Roland again getting hit by the ever-decreasing wing, and again, and it's broken the rear camera. So this is ridiculous now from from Nico Muller. Muller's going to go around the outside this time. Roland goes defensive. The Spatter's going further back as Bird's trying to get ahead of Robin Friends again. And Denison Boemi and attack as well. This is fantastic in terms of how close we're actually having the racing, but how dangerous it is with winglets flying around. Look at the rain lights come off.
Yeah, look at the rear light, yeah.
Was that flopping around? Verline and Gunther, 4 minutes each. Go on,
it's come out of its holder and it's just dangling.
Oh, that's even
by the cable.
And round the outside, this is Dodgem cars. It's the last race of the season. We still have to we'll use these cars next year, of course, but it's not as big as difference as we're thinking. Roland's going to go defensive this time. Muller's going to go around the outside. Muller's giving him no option, closing on the brakes in towards turn 1. Roland's going to go straight, and he just avoids it. Roland's made contact, and Roland's in the wall. Roland's out of the race. The world champion has made contact with Nico Muller, and he is out of the London EPrix, and the safety car is out. Well,
that's what you get for playing Dodgems.
Yep.
That was always going to happen, though.
Yeah, that car. Oh, now that's Evans now when we go as well. As Boemi, look, he's trying to go around the outside of Dennis. Dennis got really defensive further back. Friends as well, trying to use the last 40 seconds before that safety car gets called now. And that's it. Field frozen. We race until they see it. And Roland's year, he is world champion, but he ends it in the barrier here in London. It was a glory race for him, but Nissan will not be the champions, and it automatically means Porsche have it, because Jaguar are not going to have enough points.
Yep, they got to have a 1-2 with Porsche not scoring any points in order to have a chance.
Okay, right, let's check in. Muller's out of the race too, so that's Andretti out. Evans has been given a 5-second time penalty. That's why Jaguar won't be champions, because he's now got a time penalty serve, and you have to serve that in the race.
Yeah. Because there's no pit boost, you can't serve it in the pits.
Yep. Wow. JT, it's ended like that for Ollie. That's not fair.
Well, that is the kind of stuff you would see in stock car racing. But
not FE.
But the only difference between stock car racing and FE racing is that the British stock cars are built with iron and steel bumpers so that you can actually hit each other. Whereas Formula E, carbon fibre isn't meant to do that, guys. Radio from Roland.
Yeah. Don't know what to say.
I don't think any of us know what to say, mate. He won't.
Roland, I don't know. NATO is also now in a bit of trouble, so that's Nissan. Both Nissans done. They won't be champions this year. They are 18th and 20th.
So, what they should have done there is they should have just let him go and just play the long game.
Yeah.
Because now what they've done is they've messed up all of the championship when all they could have done was let that car through and just wait.
I just realised while my computer was freezing a little bit, it was recording as well, because I didn't know if the start would be missed or not. But we got it just in time, so I can stop that now. Double yellow's out, as the JCB will take it. So Muller and Roland is under investigation. Now that could be a penalty for the season opener in Sao Paulo in, what was it, 5 months' time? So be out for that in early December.
Because yes, Formula E, the only, well, not the only, but one of the only of series to start their season in December and then technically start the year with their second round in January.
No.
I think a couple of the Le Mans series here, like Asian Le Mans and all of those, Winter Series, but I think this is the only World Championship event that does it like that. And of course, they had the news come out this weekend, and we caught it with Jeff Dodds earlier on in the pre-show about how this is now the only electrical World Championship event and series until the end of 2053.
You're joking.
They have it. It was that was already the agreement between FE and the FIA, but they've extended it until the end of 2053 now. So the FIA Formula E World Championship will be the only FIA World Championship which is all electric until the end of 2053.
Wow.
I don't think Formula E will last until 2053 in this iteration. I think we'll be on hydrogen or something like that along the line. I don't think electric power is the future. It's a good safety net. Yeah. Well, I think
it is a very good safety net.
Is, yeah. Ollie's. I don't think Ollie's upset. I think he's a bit like, oh well, I could have done something today, but.
Sod it.
Yeah, he's world champion.
He's won the championship, yeah. He's glad that he's won the championship in Berlin, because it would have been more heartbreaking if he would have lost the championship if he didn't claim it in Berlin.
From yesterday and today, yeah. He's really like, well, what am I supposed to do? They're driving like Muppets out there.
Yep.
Safety car's still out. Let's listen in.
Trying to get a quick word on there and see if we can.
No, I thought we were going to try as well, but there's no one talking. Radio, Evans?
Some of these people have either used one attack or both.
So you are the only car in the top 10 that has not taken any attacks.
I wonder if they've told them about the penalty.
No.
They must have done.
So
I can't imagine that there was a reason why they wouldn't have told them about
Yeah, maybe they whispered it at the end of that sentence.
Wow.
Yeah. By the way, you've got a penalty. Yeah, just completely under the breath. Right, this is Roland again. Now, this was earlier on in the race. Look, so Roland actually just got completely driven into. Oh, and what is that? The melee from Mortara that got caught up. So this is Norman Nato. So that's Dan Ticktum. Just completely whacking to the side of Roland for absolutely no reason. And then there was up the back of one of the Envisions. That must have been Robin Frines. And then NATO's whacking to the side as well of Ollie. And then the final blow. Why is everybody out to get him today?
Like, there's like 3 or 4 cars that are out to get NATO.
If my opinion...
I mean, Roland.
Ticktum should have been given a penalty, actually, because he caused a Constantina pile-up. That's what put Mortara out of the race as well.
Yep.
Evans was like, thank you very much. All Christmases come at once. We're going back to green flag running here for the Berlin EPrix. Oh, hang on a minute. We're going back to green flag running here for the London EPrix to get set again. Who's going to have the advantage? As Cassidy with 56. But Evans, with that 5-second time penalty, still has both attack modes of 8 minutes left. Has to use them, though, as we are back. Green flag, no overtaking until the start-finish line. And we are racing once again here in London for the final race of 2025's 11th season. Down and towards turn number 1. And everyone is playing it nice and cool. Jaguar especially, as they chase after Porsche.
1.5% up on De Vries, 1.5% up on Mitch.
They're not telling him about this penalty unless they're going to try and appeal it, but you can't appeal virtual safety cars. Cassidy's desperately now trying to let De Vries go, and if Jaguar are smart here, they would let Evans take the win. Go on, JT.
I believe that was Cassidy's radio, that's why they didn't mention the penalties.
Sorry, it said Evans on the thing, so yeah, thank you, JT. It was Cassidy's radio. Look, 256, 231. Porsche, well, it's costing them in the points, it's just where Verline is. So Verline needs to score no points at all for Jaguar to be anywhere near a chance of winning, and it's not going to happen. Not with that penalty. They'll need maximum points. Porsche are going to be the team's champions here in London. As up the inside, Evans makes the move and gets ahead of De Vries. And now Jaguar need to play the team game. Evans has 3% less than Cassidy, and Evans hasn't taken any of his attack mode yet. Evans is really going to be struggling out here. I think he's doing what happened in Berlin. He's over-consuming compared to Cassidy, who's under-consumed, JT, which is better.
So with only like 14, 13 laps remaining, I think now that Evans has made that move on De Vries for second, Evans could go for attack mode here.
Yeah.
As we're counting down the laps here, 50% of energy we are hitting. Cassidy 52%, Evans 49, De Vries 49, as well as we just had the live Drivers' Championship graphic come up on the screen. Roland confirmed at 184. Verline is currently second with 153. Cassidy's third with 152, and Taylor Barnard in the McLaren is fourth with 112 points, and Da Costa 103 points. That's the top five. But let's hear from Cassidy.
Okay, 3% up on Mitch, 3% up on Breeze.
JT's
2.5 now.
Evans has done.
Yeah, JT's called it spot on. Evans takes attack mode at 4 minutes. Bird takes it for 6. So Da Costa takes it for 4. Hughes took it for 6. De Grassi took it for 4 on the previous lap time as well. As we head down out of the last corner as well. Evans in second, still ahead of De Vries, who's got another attack mode left to use. In towards the first corner we come now. And a little bit defensive again from Robin Fry. They come around the outside. This is now on Sam Bird, and Vern's on Hughes as well as they come through. Beckman's getting ahead of Zane Maloney as they all now exit underneath the bridge. We've got a yellow flag, and it's the 22. It's Zane Maloney who's
he stopped on track, I think.
Yeah, and actually Bird's wide too. Bird's down to 17th and Maloney in 18th. Now, they were at different parts of the track, but I reckon they've both had a little bit of drama, and Bird's now dropped behind Maloney. Sam Bird's in trouble. So this time it is Bird. And he's just taken attack mode as well, remember, for 6 minutes. I wonder if it's a power problem for Bird. That it hasn't, he needs to under-consume. Ticked him under investigation, safety car infraction.
That'll be a penalty, I'm sure, for Tictum, because there were many drivers that got similar penalties yesterday, so it'll be slam dunk, I think. But we don't know what the safety car infringement is, so hopefully the stewards will tell us at some point. 1 point separating Verline and Cassidy in the championship.
153 to 152, as JT mentioned. Pit road, Roland.
Sorry for the team, because they would have deserved a better thing, but it is how it is. Thanks, Nathan. Thank you.
Sorry for the team, could have had better, but then again...
He seems pretty chill.
He is chill, he is chill. I'd like it to say he's chill, to be fair. That's the way it needs to be in this race. As we battle on. Cassidy still there as well. Evans still 2 minutes left, but oil flag, slippery surface, debris. Okay.
Yeah, there was an end play of one of the front wings down there, as here we have on board with Evans regenerating as he is braking. Everyone has taken at least one attack mode other than Tictum and Van Dorn, and they need to keep an eye on that, because they're getting to the point now with only around 10 laps remaining that they might not be able to use all of their attack mode before the end of the race.
Yeah, and we saw.
And they'll get disqualified like De Grassi yesterday.
Yeah, what was it? A 10-second time penalty was added in post-race because he didn't finish the time.
There we go. Van Dorn and Tictum both take attack mode this lap.
Thing is, though, we've got. I don't think they've got enough time. 10 to go. 8 minutes. Yeah, maybe. Should be okay.
They do.
Yeah.
Just.
They'll need to take it now if they haven't done 2 yet.
Yeah, they've done one.
They literally just both took it. Just.
Yeah.
Get me updated on the gap. Okay, let's pick up pace. Current gap at 0.9.
Disaster from McLaren.
They haven't told him about the penalty, have they?
No, they really haven't. And by the way, Bird is now in the pit lane. McLaren's last Formula E race ends with both cars in problems, and that is the end of Sam Bird's Formula E career, because he's not got a drive, as we know, yet for next year, and so far nobody wants to sign Sam Bird. Whereas Barnard looks to be going to one of the Stellantis groups. It looks like that is the end of Sam Bird's Formula E career, the only driver to race in every single FE event.
Do you want to know why McLarens haven't done as well this race?
Okay, Mitch, we are holding position behind Nick. We are holding position.
Oh.
So they're not orchestrating a swap between the two.
Okay.
So how are they going to play this one then? Cassidy up 2% on energy over Evans at the moment.
Go on, Jess, what?
Because the McLarens are not doing well this race because Ed's in London with McLaren. Sorry, Ed, if you're watching this back.
He's in the grandstand. That's why he's not with us today. Got that free ticket. Ironically enough,
Also,
for McLaren. Go on.
once again, Nissan, once again struggling here in London. They never go well here, do they? And that is...
So that's why Maloney went off, because of Da Costa.
Into the chicane. Yeah, so it's a bit of debris. Go on, GT. Oh, that's just bird slowing.
Yeah, it was me gonna mention the Lola, but it's fine.
And there's the debris flying off at the backstretch. So they're not going to hold it. So basically, this is Jaguar, knowing that they've done Cassidy wrong over the last couple of years, giving him his last race victory with the team, and not letting Evans just stay with him stay.
Okay, Mitch, we have a 5-second penalty for full cross yellow. We are fighting it. We are fighting it.
So now...
That's why they haven't told him.
Full cross yellow over speed.
As Tom Book says, now he's told the team. Now he's told Evans.
Tictum has been given a 5-second time penalty for a safety car infraction as well. As
what was the infraction?
No idea. Unfortunately, it's just come up on the monitor.
And it's come up on the world feed as well.
Also, Tictum, a 5-second time penalty just been issued for safety car infraction
So
this
more,
time.
Yeah, we got that.
More coming through then, coming on. Into the pit
Tap mode for De Vries.
4 minutes taken on the board.
Or should I say Fantastic Four attack mode?
Oh yeah, I hate that thing. Sort of have to, because I think everyone else having to say it. So just having a look on the monitor here. I've got a feeling that we could be seeing Verline starting to drop back. He's having to save a lot of energy. He's already lost out to Dennis, but I don't think Verline is going to have to pay. So if he doesn't score points, look who has moved into the top 10. Antonio Felix Da Costa. After starting towards the back of the field, he's now moved up, and he's ahead of Tictum, who's got that time penalty as well. Oh, and Tictum and NATO now under investigation for causing a collision. So that is the original one at the start of the race.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. And it took 27 laps for it to be noted.
Yeah, a bit long, isn't it?
That's classic FIA for you.
They're all still busy on the F1 delay. So far, a bit risky. If Formula 1 went on 5 minutes, not even that, went on a minute longer, we wouldn't have had the start.
Okay, so Cassidy and Evans now, they're playing the team game. Let's hear from Cassidy.
Push, push, push.
Exactly what I was going to mention. They both took attack mode together. Cassidy 6 minutes, Evans 4 minutes. They are trying to extend the gap, working together as much as they can because Evans has got this 5-second time penalty. But if Cassidy and Evans can work together and get that gap between Evans and De Vries to 5 seconds, and they have played an absolute masterclass, which has promoted Cassidy up into second of the Drivers' Championship and pushed Verline down to third as it stands.
So if they can't get him in the Teams Championship, they'll get him in the Drivers' Championship. It seems a fair bet for what's going on right now. Down to the braking zone. De Vries running in third place. He's going to try and really use the next 1 minute 50 seconds, but Cassidy has 6 minutes. Evans will have 4 and then 4. So Evans will have 2 more minutes of attack mode, so they're going to have to let him go. They'll have to let him go. I can't see how they won't.
And as I just heard Tom Brooks in the background mention, of course, we had that safety car.
Yes.
How long, how many laps are we going to have extended?
That's true. Oh, I'm sorry to tell you, the Euro match right now for the Women's Euro final.
Spain has scored.
Yeah, it's England 0, Spain 1.
But we've seen England come back before. We've seen that in the semi-finals.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
Close the gap.
Oh, so come on, don't lose the gap, don't lose your head. Keep yourself calm and dandy, and you should be okay. But it's a tricky situation we're having right now here in the pre. As well, this should be. It's going to be tight, I reckon. This one. It's not going to be as we thought it would end the season with. It's a same old battle.
Yeah.
So Cassidy and Evans now on their last ones. Go on.
Look at the.
Oh,
let's
wow.
hear from Evans.
If I follow the lights, I'm over-consuming. So I'll repeat it one more time. I may need his help for the penalty, and I need his tow.
Yeah, understood.
I helped him today. I helped him today.
Yeah,
I'm not going to get angrier, but my message is very clear.
Okay, Nick is currently going for fastest lap, then he will drop back to help.
Right, okay.
Why?
But
He's got it though. Go on.
Cassidy has pulled 4.3 seconds.
And De Vries is
From
not that
teammate
far
Evans.
behind.
7/10.
Oh my.
Compared to Cassidy, 3 minutes of attack mode, to Evans, 1 minute of attack mode.
Well, how's this worked out then?
I don't know.
That's really puzzled me.
I've got a feeling what they were trying to do hasn't worked.
Yeah, Cassidy's gone off his own.
They should have had.
They should have let Evans through.
If they wanted both of them to push at the end, they should have had both cars go for a 2-6 strategy on attack mode.
Having them do a 6-2, 6-4, 4-4 for Evans and a 2-6 for Cassidy is a weird strategy. And Verline's in 6th now. He's repassed Tictum, and he's going to hold that place because Tictum's got 5-second penalty, but Gunther's behind him, and Gunther hasn't been able to pass him all race. So this is an all fair game as Bohemian with attack mode with 10 seconds left pulls ahead of Dennis in towards turn number 1, and Verline and Tictum are still battling in towards that first corner. If Tictum wants to be a bit of a trouble causer, he could hold up Verline a bit more. And there is Cassidy, miles ahead of everybody else.
So at the moment, Cassidy's currently 153 points to Verline 149 points. 4 points is clear in the Drivers' Championship, and we've got a 5-second time penalty for John Eric Verne for not following race director's instructions. He just took, I believe, Evans.
Like, show me something, guys, that you can actually manage a race, please.
Wow.
It's not.
He's angry. He's angry.
Yeah. John Eric Verne just took attack mode as well, so he was trying to get past Grassi, but he's got that 5-second time penalty to have to deal with down in the DS Penske, down in 14th place, as Cassidy has 1 minute remaining. Added laps, how many? We've got 2 added laps.
So we spent 6 minutes, or over 6 minutes 30 behind the safety car.
Right, this is how big the attack mode difference has been for Cassidy and Evans. Cassidy had 2 minutes extra of attack mode. He's pulled 2 extra seconds from Evans. That is how big the attack mode difference has been between the Jags. 2 minutes worth of attack mode, 2 seconds.
This is
3 seconds now.
How has Verline dropped? Verline's dropped to 10th. Verline's dropped down. Verline's got damage.
I have damage on the car now.
Oh no!
Can you continue?
And I think that's...
Which now confirms Cassidy is second.
Right, so Cassidy's got second. Help out Mitch. Simple. Let him through. You've got second. Let him through.
But it's all about energy management with the 2 extra laps. They're currently on lap 33 of 36. Cassidy has got 12%, Evans 13%. Is it worth it with Evans a 5-second penalty? I think Cassidy should drop back and try and help Evans, but it's just how much they can get forward.
Okay, so into 3 or 4 to go. This is going to get a little bit tasty because Cassidy's leaving the team. He doesn't need to help anymore.
Because I'm struggling, mate, and this is not cool.
No, we understand. We are trying to make it happen. We are trying to make it happen. It is not happening at the moment, but we are trying to make it happen.
Well, Cassidy has been absolutely screwed over for ages at Jaguar over Mitch Evans. This is Cassidy's last race with the team. He's 9 seconds ahead. He wants to do the double in London. He's just going for it. He's not going to take any notice whatsoever.
Look at
the freeze.
Up 15 places. Look at Dennis up 10 places. Look at DaCosta up 14 places in 4th, 5th and 8th respectively.
How doesn't how does DeFries not have a penalty for that driving? It's ridiculous what we're seeing right now.
I'm a bit confused as why DeFries should have had a black flag at least, or like a 5-second penalty.
Well, that's either light or harsh, Jess. Which one do you go for there?
5 seconds.
So it's still going on. At 34. We'll go into
4 more laps then. Oh, 2 more laps, sorry. My bad.
Yeah, added time. Which used to be in Formula E many a year ago when we went to a clock for during Gen 2.
No need to attack mode.
I think they've all taken it. I think they'll all just make it. NATO will be close, but I think he'll make it.
Yeah, NATO should be okay because it's a 1 minute 9, 1 minute 10 lap around here.
Yeah.
In race form. Evans.
Currently the same energy as De Vries behind. Same energy as De Vries behind.
Which is not what they want if they want to push and get away from him.
Evans has done this himself, but he's having to save now. Whereas there's Cassidy, 10 seconds ahead of Evans. He's just gone for it.
I don't know how he's expected to slow down. Like, he can't.
But Remy's now coming for the attack as well. Super strange race. Weird ending to season 11. Roland's champion. Porsche are going to be the team's champions. Yeah, game on. There might be a delay to the IndyCar race due to fog. There's a heads up.
Again?
Yeah. It's the wrong time of year, I keep telling you.
We've still got another 2 hours. So.
Yeah.
Or is it 7?
Yeah, but
it starts an hour after NASCAR.
Yes, it's 8.
Yeah, they've still got the Indy next race. It's on hold at the moment.
Oh, is it? Okay,
yeah.
Noted.
So you were hoping to go to bed early, Josh, but that's probably not happening now.
I'm not on. Oh, which one?
Oh no, you're not covering IndyCar, are you?
Nope, Sanson is. Last lap of the EPrix season, dominated by Oliver Rowland. He's already crowned champion, but it is going to be 3 race victories in a row and 4 in the season for Nick Cassidy, who will end his time at Jaguar in a bit of controversy as he hasn't helped out Evans win here today, or even be in a contention to do it, and Tictum has now been given a time penalty for causing a collision. So that's
now
a further
10 seconds.
Yeah, so that might help Evans stay in the points. That might actually help Evans stay in. 5 seconds for Evans. Where's that going to drop him? Yeah, it'll keep him in. It will keep him in. But Nick Cassidy will come into the last couple of corners.
I don't have a clear answer at the moment. We'll have to discuss after the race.
Well, Jaguar...
I think I can work it out, but it doesn't really matter, because the man who is leaving is the man who has won. It's back-to-back in London, 3 in a row and 4 in the season. Nick Cassidy wins again in London. De Vries will be in 2nd position after the line, as Evans will be there. But it is the title as the team's championships, as DaCosta finishes 7th. That's promoted to 6th. Verline will finish 8th. Takoya and Porsche are the 2025 Season 11 Teams Champions.
Come on, Nick, well done. You're not team and driver P2, mates. Come on. Get in. You've done it.
I don't think he did.
You've done it.
Did he? Has Jaguar taken
P2
it?
with the drivers and the team's championship then for Nick Cassidy and for
Jaguar took it! Jaguar
Yes.
take it! Jaguar took it in the line!
No, Josh. It's Jaguar P2. They said team and drivers P2, so they're P2 in both drivers and
Are we
constructors.
sure?
No.
Yeah.
No, I just saw a thing on there.
Have Porsche lost it in the line? I think they have.
Yeah.
Oh! I don't believe it by 1 point!
No way.
Come back. That was incredible, the second half of the season.
Can we get
Just a
confirmation
huge
on
thanks
that?
to the team, everyone who believed in me. Pretty special.
Well, enjoy your celebrations. Obviously, your last race with Jaguar, last race for your boss as well. You had him in tears, so enjoy the celebrations.
Awesome. Thanks so much, man.
That's really poor if we have not been communicated that properly by the world feed here.
Teams are Porsche.
Teams are Porsche,
Yeah, I thought so. That's why I heard from the radio, team and drivers P2.
They said the team's championship. And Fury and Modlinger look miserable. So, there we go. Tag Heuer Porsche are the team's champions.
Yeah.
So what? Florian looked miserable.
I saw it on the back on my 30-second delayed one that it had Porsche team's champion as they
and I
crossed the
saw
line.
it on the start finish straight.
That's what.
Okay, right. JT, do you have world feed audio?
No.
Oh, okay. I'll try and figure that out. To come through. Is this on? Oh, it is. I have it. Don't worry.
A penalty for his teammate to get him there, but he'll take it, I guess.
Yeah, certainly will. Nick de Vries then, well, fantastic from de Vries. Great weekend for the Dutch driver, and that makes it 2 podiums in 2 races, 2 second places in 2 races for him.
Nick, it's JP. I just want to say that was awesome, mate. Well done. It's been a pleasure. And yeah, you brought tears to my eyes, mate. That was a fantastic race. Good job.
It's also the second largest winning margin in Formula E history, 13.581 seconds at the timing line. So I wonder whether Cassidy was maybe going for that accolade here this afternoon. The largest winning margin was just a few tenths of a second better than that. That was Putrajaya in 2015. So Cassidy, again, a phenomenal weekend. He just loves London.
Yeah, I think he was just enjoying driving the car. The car was working really well for him. He was really enjoying driving it, and he must be wondering why he's leaving the team now.
Well, great result for Nick Cassidy.
And we'll see you there to celebrate all of that together. Thanks for your massive contribution this year. To secure those championships, you can still be proud of the session, even if you're... Yeah, that seems to be confirmed team champion also on the screen now. Really good job.
Tag Heuer Porsche, the team's champions of the 2025 ABB FIA Formula E World. Tag Heuer Porsche, the team's champions of the 2025 ABB FIA Formula E World Championship. 6th and 8th place for Da Costa and for Wehrlein. Great drive from Da Costa, by the way. He made his way up from last on the grid. 22nd, if you remember, no lap time set at all in qualifying to finish P6. Superb. You can see there the T-shirts down in the Tag Heuer Porsche garage. They were saying the teams and the manufacturers is the one they wanted to win, and they have managed to do it. Means a lot for the factory and the team over in Stuttgart. And a big presence ever since they came into Formula E back in the Gen 2 era. And now they are the champions of 2025. Jaguar are also mugging Nissan in the final race of the season. The wheels properly came off of their wagon, didn't it?
Yeah, Nissan have had a miserable weekend, really, just their points going. But great result for Mahindra, they snuck ahead of DS Penske with that double podium weekend for Nick de Vries. That's put them up into 4th place in the championship ahead of DS Penske, so that's a good result for them.
Yep, certainly is. Well, you can see the celebrations down here for Jaguar TCS Racing. It is going to be contrasting emotions down there, I think, in that garage at the end of that race. We heard very clear frustration for Mitch Evans. After the time penalties worked out, he was P5 at the checkered flag. For this man here, James Barkley, he signs off his tenure as team principal at Jaguar with a double win in London, and a character who will be very sorely missed from the Formula E paddock as he goes on to pastures new. I should imagine there'll be some happy words said by Nick Cassidy and probably some less happy ones said by Mitch Evans after that.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, the penalty is not the team's fault, right? It's Evans is the one driving the car, unless, I don't know, there was a sensor issue there. But it just felt like for 2 days in a row, the team didn't give him the support that he felt he wanted.
Yeah, strange one there for Mitch Evans to end in such acrimonious circumstances. Let's catch up though with Nick Cassidy, a double winner here in London.
So Nick Cassidy, what a way to sign off your journey with Jaguar. Double victory here in London.
Yeah, that was incredible. Honestly, I love racing in this place. It's not been that kind to me the last few years, but this weekend, it's absolutely delivered. And when this stadium is packed full of people, it's a pleasure to race here, and it's great for Formula E. But also, you know, it's been noted. It's my last race with the team. I've had again the best car. I'm the first guy to say that, and this one's 100% for them.
That's the second largest victory in terms of time distance in the history of Formula E. You were just owning the racetrack there.
Yeah, I mean, that comes with a good car, right? When the tire's working well, when the car's perfect, everything becomes efficient. For sure, it wasn't easy at the start to keep the lead, but I think between Mitch and myself, we could manage that well. I'm gutted for him. You know, he was second on road, and to be 1-2 would have been perfect.
Congratulations, enjoy the podium.
Huge congratulations to Nick Cassidy. Last 5 of the 6 races then of the season that Jaguar were on the top step of the podium, and well, that makes it also the 4th consecutive, the 4th victory, I should say, of Nick Cassidy's season in the last half of it. Let's catch up with Nick De Vries, though. P4 for Mahindra now in the Teams Championship after P2.
So it's a good weekend to be a Nick, first and second, another podium for you as well. It just seems that the car was talking to you, the track was working for you. There was a lot of action there at the beginning of the race, a lot of wheel banging.
Yeah, it was certainly a very challenging race. Obviously, Nick didn't want to get too down on energy versus everyone behind, so he was making sure he stayed on the same energy as us, and that resulted in a little bit of a Constantino effect behind us, but very pleased to bring home another podium and give P4 to our team, because they did an incredible job. I mean, to consider that last year in qualifying here, we qualified last on merit, and we come back from such a long way, and finishing 4th in the Constructor Championship here this year is a great effort from everyone, so very proud of everyone back at Mahindra.
Congratulations, go and enjoy the champagne.
Yeah, huge congratulations to Mahindra as the track invasion is now well and truly in full swing. P4 for Mahindra marks their best finish in the Teams Championship since the Gen 1 era back in 2017 and 18. So that's season 3. Long time ago for that team. Let's catch up though with Sebastian Buemi. P3 for him with Envision.
Sebastian Buemi is 19th on the grid to 3rd. We know that Mitch had that penalty, but somehow the car, the strategy, you came alive today.
Yeah, I mean, at the end, you know, it was important to not get caught into those incidents. I think I was lucky enough to make sure I was, you know, avoiding them well. I saved quite a bit of energy at the beginning, and that basically allowed me to take the attack mode properly. So yeah, in the end, very happy with that. You know, it's good for the team championship. It's good, you know, when you had a bad qualifying like that, to finish and score some good points.
It's a great way to end the season. Congratulations.
Thank you.
A truly, truly remarkable end to this season. 4 wins in the last 6 races. An unbelievable achievement from Nick Cassidy and the Jaguar TCS Racing team that puts Nick Cassidy second in the driver's standings. He entered the weekend 5th. I mean, incredible. And Jaguar also secures second in both the teams and the manufacturers.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone's speechless within the team here. It's an amazing, and also for a Jaguar powertrain, for Buemi, from 19th on the grid to get up onto the podium, it's unheard of. We've all been talking about how important qualifying is here because of track position, and it just showed that his experience in Formula E, staying out of the trouble, saving energy, and then being able to really push on the attack mode, it made him cycle from 19th up to 3rd. That was, for me, I think one of the drives of the race.
Yeah, and a reminder, you know, the pedigree that Nick Cassidy brings is he is a champion. He will be a champion one day. He was fighting for the title last year. You know, he didn't have a great first half of the season, but he's back on form. And let's just hope that momentum continues for him next season with a new team. But now it is time for the final time here in London. It's our podium celebrations at the London EPrix.
Time for the podium celebrations to begin. A final race for 2 people in the Jaguar TCS Racing outfit, and both of them will be making their way onto the rostrum. First up, this man here, James Barkley. 3 wins in a row for Nick Cassidy. Jaguar winning the last 5 out of 6 races in season 11 of Formula E. What a way for this man to sign off as team principal of the outfit that he has commanded since 2016. You can see exactly what it means to James Barkley and to the team. They're going to have a heck of a party tonight. Great job also for Jaguar with Envision back on to the rostrum. An amazing comeback drive from Sebastian Buemi, P19 on the grid to P3 at the checkered flag, aided by the penalty, of course, by Mitch Evans, but he was in the right place at the right time when the checkered flag fell, and he brings his family up onto the podium here also. Great to see Sebastian Buemi on to the rostrum. It what's been a very positive season for the Swiss driver after a couple of years in the doldrums. It's his 3rd podium finish of 2025. Second place, 2 podiums in a row for Nick EPrix for the Season 7 World Champion. Great drive from the Dutchman. Mahindra securing P4 in the Teams Championship. Their best finish in that since 2017 and 18. Leapfrogging ahead of DS Penske as a result of that, who lost out in the final race of the year. But Nick Cassidy will sign off his career as a Jaguar TCS Racing driver as a double winner here in London. Absolutely superlative drive from him in both of the races this weekend. He looked unfathomable, didn't he? He was a bag of nerves on the grid, as he always seems to be, but he always seems to come out swinging, and he comes out onto the podium smiling for one final time. To the delight of the team in their home race here in London. Now time for the national anthem of our winning driver.
Winning driver from New Zealand.
The national anthem of New Zealand plays out for Nick Cassidy. 3 in a row for him in 2025. Now time for the national anthem of the United Kingdom for Jaguar TCS Racing. God Save the King plays out for Jaguar TCS Racing. And they are the Kings here this weekend. Champions podium to come along the way, not too long after the conclusion of this one. First of all, though, time for the trophies to be presented. First of all, to the winning team, Jaguar TCS Racing. Well, they're probably going to have to get down to IKEA after this weekend and build a bigger trophy cabinet, because they're taking home a fair amount of silverware here from London. What a way for James Barclay to sign off as a team principal. Third place trophy then to be presented by the FIA Girls on Track representative, Becky Cooling. And it is awarded to Sebastian Buemi, his third podium finish in the 2025 season for Envision. It's great for that team, especially after a challenging time last year. They won the team's championship back in season 9, if you remember. The defence didn't work out at all well, but they've had some really strong results, predominantly courtesy of Buemi actually this year. Second place trophy though for Nick de Vries, P4 for Mahindra in the team's championship at the end of season 11. And Nick de Vries, P2 for him here this afternoon. Great drive from the Dutchman. But first of all, the FIA President's Medal to be presented by Malcolm Wilson, the Deputy President for Sport for the FIA. Awarded there to Nick Cassidy. Again, feels calm, controlled, secures himself P2 in the Drivers' Championship here this afternoon, as his grandmother watches on down in Parc-Fermé. Also secures P2 for Jaguar TCS Racing, with first and fifth for both of their drivers. Jeff Dodds, the Formula E CEO, congratulates Nick Cassidy and will hand him the winner's trophy for his final time as a Jaguar driver in Formula E. 3 in a row for Nick Cassidy. And now time to run and take cover as the champagne shower is about to begin. The confetti.
It's champagne time for the last time in 2025. Nick Cassidy makes it 3 in a row. But next up, it is the Champions Podium coming up to crown Ollie Rowland.
I can't wait for it to begin all again for season 12.
TNT Sport.
Yeah, well, thanks for that, TNT. Don't worry, we can go back down.
Crowning the world champions, drivers' world champion of Oliver Rowland, and of course the team's champions of Tag Heuer Porsche. And the two people that will be leaving Jaguar TCS Racing, James Barclay and Nick Cassidy, signing off their careers at that team in the best possible way. In front of the team, in front of the home crowd here in London for that outfit. Very, very well-deserved indeed. There'll be some frustration on the other side of the garage for Mitch Evans. I'm sure he'll be hoping to debrief, take a bit of time to relax and unwind and go again for season 12. He'll be their head driver in that team for season 12, we understand. As Nick Cassidy, of course, as we know, is on to pastures new. And now the podium celebrations and the photos beginning here.
Yeah, I wonder if Cassidy is...
Oh, and straight off has gone the international feed. Apologies for that.
It's a takeover for you if you want food from design.
That's probably sing time. We had enough of that earlier on as well. Right, here we go. Got Discovery Plus. Good old Discovery Plus. And guess what? It's an ad break too. Why is that an ad break?
Well, while that syncs up, Taylor Barnard, P4 in the Drivers' Championship.
That's insane.
What a year from Taylor. And if he isn't in a top team next year, then someone's going to be fired and not doing their job properly. But just McLaren in a whole. It's Such a shame to have a double DNF in their final race. They've done so much for the FE brand as a whole. They've brought so many fans in from the McLaren racing world, but the star in the sky, the silver lining of the grey clouds, you could say, of the London EPrix from McLaren, P4 for Taylor Barnard, and I quote McLaren FE on Twitter, I'm not calling it X. We couldn't be prouder, Taylor. JB.
Let's have a word with Florian Modlinger. He's down with David Coulthard.
How many people are you going to have to take to the party tonight?
Wow.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think will be a lot. We have a lot of supporters here from the factory, and it's an amazing result having 2 World Championships secured here. First time for the manufacturer, and also for our team, it's the first time. Really proud of the whole team, of both drivers, of the factory at home for the development, the package we have, and will be big celebrations tonight for sure.
Formula E is not only an incredible technical challenge, but it's some of the toughest racing as well. So the stress levels must have been so high, even though it looked like you had it secured before the race even started.
Yeah, especially on this track, you know. If you would race the finale somewhere else, would be different. But London is always very exciting. A lot of incidents can be chaotic. This we saw yesterday and today. But overall, we came out with winning the 2 championships, and that's the thing that counts. And we are really happy about that.
Lovely to hear. By the way, a little bit extra little stat for you here, because we didn't get to do the F1 podium as we moved over. Oscar Piastri, 8 wins. Lando Norris, 8 wins. Charles Leclerc, 8 wins. All drivers showing 8 wins on that podium. The man who waved the checkered flag today, Jackie Ickx, 8-time Grand Prix winner.
Hey!
Isn't that a nice little stat? Let's go down to Nikki.
That is.
After race, and to have 4 wins in 6 races, it is truly remarkable.
The confidence that man has had at the end of the season has been remarkable. I mean, yesterday during the race when he said the car feels the best that it's felt all season, it almost felt like at that point in time he's definitely going to win that race. And then today, as soon as he got into the lead, he had things under so much control, leading from the front, something that's difficult in Formula E, but he managed it perfectly today.
Unlike what was going on the other side of the garage, though, you know, we had a lot of complaints on the radio from Mitch Evans. What's going on here? You know, am I helping him out with the fastest lap? Can I get a tow from him? No response. Repeatedly, no response. I mean, we were listening directly to Mitch Evans' radio for the whole race, and yeah, it wasn't very positive, was it, Katie?
Yeah, I think he felt a lot of frustration because obviously he felt like he'd helped Nick out earlier in the day and he wanted that to be reciprocated. He's in the moment, he's wanting to get that 1-2, and I guess from the team side, they're really trying to go for the P2 in the championship, for the Drivers' Championship, and they're just trying to do everything they can to make sure that Nick's in the best possible position to do that. They didn't know what was going to happen towards the end of the race, and I guess they wanted to give him that margin, but I think from Mitch's side, he felt like they could do both. They could have got the 1-2 today from his side, so it was a lot of frustration.
Yeah, and it's good to see, of course, Nick De Vries back on the podium again. Another strong finish for Mahindra, but now it is time for us to celebrate the world champion. Let's go to David Coulthard with Oliver Rowland.
So Oliver Rowland, world champion, that must sound good. Before we get into really celebrating what an incredible season it's been for you, we have to talk today the frustrations of that race.
Yeah, look, I wanted to go out on a high, so I sent it from the first lap. I was up in the top 3, so it was going really well, and then obviously had a pretty unfortunate incident at the end. But yeah, look, we've had a fantastic season, so I can only be proud of what we've achieved.
It has been an incredible run. Some of your wins this year were just like you had elevated your own performances to another level. What was the standout race for you? Clearly winning the championship is the high, but what was the point in the year when you went, I can do this?
I think after Tokyo, I realized that it was a very good shot. But also, I think the most special was the first race in Mexico. You know, it was the first win of the season. The way we did it, it was mega. The euphoria afterwards. So that's where our season really kick-started, and yeah, it's been mega ever since.
So you have a short off-season before you start testing and then looking to defend that championship?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm flying the team out to Ibiza in the morning, so we're going to have fun for a few days and yeah, have a bit of a break with my wife and daughter and then get back to training.
Congratulations on an amazing season.
Thank you.
Oliver Rowland flying his team out to Ibiza in the morning. Well, I imagine there's going to be a few sore heads on that flight before the party in Spain really begins. Now time, though, for the podium celebrations to begin here in London. Tag Heuer Porsche, the team's champions of 2025. What a season 11 that outfit has put together. It's been the consistency that's been the real making of it, despite somewhat disappointing result by that team standards here this afternoon. I'll be delighted with the overall finishing position in the tables.
Yeah, they underline the importance of both cars scoring big points, you know, and having consistency, because neither of their drivers finished in the end first or second in the championship. But because they had two cars scoring points, they've ended up as the team champions, and that's super important for them.
Yeah, hugely important, you know, both from the team's perspective in terms of the championship, but also financially as well. There is a big incentive to finishing at the top of the table, which just eases the burden, shall we say, of the cost of going motor racing. Florian Modlinger, plenty of reason for him to celebrate. I'm sure he'll be doing karaoke later on or something along the lines of that as he makes his way on to the rostrum.
Karaoke?
I reckon so. I can bail out a few tunes, a bit of Mustang Sally or something like that, maybe. Congratulating there with Alberto Longo and the CEO, Jeff Dodds. Great job from that team. As I said, came into Formula E at the beginning of the Gen 2 era.
They're bringing in JT with third place in the championship, Pascal Wehrlein. A strong result from him here, I think. A deserving champion to be third in his running order. He's had an up and down season.
Yeah, absolutely he has, but he will go up to the podium. And, well, teams and manufacturers champion, of course. His team, Porsche, but third in the drivers. Good effort from Pascal Wehrlein, but unfortunately with that damage in the race that we just had, that's what pushed him from second down to third.
It's a penalty!
For who?
But
no. Jesus,
but here,
don't go
second,
to the spot. Go on.
Nick Cassidy. And, well, we were talking about the lows of a final race for McLaren. It is an absolute high for Jaguar. Unfortunately, it is such a shame to lose two quality people from Jaguar, of James Barkley. He's been such a character.
Oh, he's going to bring his daughter on.
Oh.
Now this is special. He's bringing his daughter onto the podium to see him crowned world champion. You won it in Berlin, but this is the moment you get that trophy. A little tip there, that's not actually signing the camera lens, that is signing a piece of glass, isn't it? Yeah.
Bit of glass, yeah.
You found that out, didn't you, JT? You were like, what? Onto the podium, and we will hear for our world champion, the British national anthem. Oliver Rowland is this season 11 ABB FIA Formula E World Champion.
Now time for the national anthems.
Championship winning driver from the United Kingdom.
God Save the King plays out for Oliver Rowland, the king of season 11 in Formula E, as our world champion for Nissan.
the German national anthem for Porsche, the British national anthem for Ollie Rowland as driver and teams champion. Well, it's been a weird old season, as the Manufacturers' Championship will get presented as well to Porsche. They have won both manufacturer and teams in 2025. Another outstanding performance from them. Jeff Dodds, the CEO. Great guy. I've spoken to him myself. He's absolutely fantastic. What a laugh. Will present the trophy to Florian Modlinger as he will take over as the new team's champion of season 11. Third place coming in now as well for the third place. Pascal Wehrlein presents the third place trophy. What a season he's had. Ups and downs. It started literally upside down in Sao Paulo with a terrifying crash into the wall, but bounced off that into a great run. The media officer for Formula E, the woman responsible for allowing JB Motorsports to happen with Formula E, with media passes, with interviews galore, presents the trophy to Nick Cassidy, second place in this year's championship. But Alexandre Degag, the co-founder and chairman of Formula E, presents the World Drivers' Championship to Oliver Rowland. He is world champion. And now, for the last time, it's champagne time! And it's the big Magnum bottles to round out the 11th season of ABB FIA Formula E. It's Rowland on top, and what a dominating year he's had. Will we see the same in season 12, the last to come under these regulations? Well, December is only a few months away. Let's confirm to you how they finished in this one. Cassidy, De Vries, Buemi, Dennis, Evans, Da Costa, Gunther, Wehrlein, De Grassi takes in as well. Beckman, Nato, Van Dorn, Freins, Ticktum, Verne, Maloney, Hughes. Out was Bird in what could be his last ever race. Muller, Rowland, Barnard and Mortara as well. Okay, let's get closing arguments then as well from this one. The team up in the booth? Okay. Jess, let's start with you. Final thoughts on the season and final thoughts on today's race.
Really, really great season. We've seen first-time winners. We've seen unpredictability. We've seen first-time poles as well. Ollie Rowland just looked really great for majority of the season. Shame he didn't have a good race today, but he wanted to celebrate well tonight, and he did. Next season's going to be, I think, really, really good for him. I can feel it, but I know that Wehrlein will come back stronger. Where will certain drivers be next season? We don't know. We'll keep you upset on that, of course, but I wonder if for certain drivers, they're not going to be in Formula E next season. But enjoy the break, and Oliver Rowland, a deserving champion.
JT?
Yeah, well, last year it was the F1 silly season. I've got a feeling that this year, the biggest silly season of them all will be Formula E because of how many people are leaving and joining. Just going back quickly to what I was talking about, the Jaguar TCS team before we had to cut to Ollie Rowland celebrations. It's such a shame to lose such a character like James Barkley, but that's just life. That is just jobs and careers. Yes, I said the J word. Deal with it.
Oh.
But yeah, but what a way to go out, especially with Nick Cassidy. I am going to say it. He has been dominant the past round and a half here in FE, and well, will be interesting to see what happens with Sam Bird. Of course, he's the only driver to race every single event. Will that continue into next year? Hopefully to keep that alive. And will Taylor Barnard go to a big team in FE? I hope so. But I think what McLaren need to do is they need to put everything behind what happened today, go out as a full team and just have a good time, celebrate the P4 and the drivers, and just get together for one final time.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Well, my thanks to the entire team. I thank Jess, my thanks to JT and to Megan and to Ed this weekend as well for all your company as well. I'd like to thank everyone who's watched us this year on JB Motorsports, and also everybody on the Formula E zone as well. It's been brilliant to bring you the first year of action on that channel with live watch-alongs. It will continue. We've got pre-season testing coming up as well at Valencia in October. We'll be live for all of the days of that. Plus, we'll have our colleagues trackside as well, bringing you the latest up-to-date information and interviews. And we'll see if I can fly out about at the same time. But also, we will be back for the first round of Season 12 of the ABB FIA Formula E World Championship. That's in early December, and it's in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Season 11, the team's champions, that goes to Tag Heuer Porsche. But the world champion, in absolute dominant fashion, is Ollie Rowland. We'll see you in a few months' time. Congratulations on a great season. Take care. Bye-bye.